The second week of May, from the 4th to the 10th May in the soap opera of the stars, has just one signature, and that is be unique. I'm an intuitive coach, and this is an energy reading informed by astrology and human design. Getting back to this energy, have you ever felt like a square peg in a round hole? You know the game young children play where they need to match shapes, the wooden block in their hand and the shape that's cut out in the block that houses the shape. We're all a little like that, a weird shape in the hand of a little child, wondering what's the right frame to fit it in. The child in question, your inner child, your shadow, your subconscious, your archetypes, your conditioned self, name it what you will. It's the part of you that says to you, you cannot do, be, or have it all. It's an age-old, ancient voice that is woven into the fabric of our society and the life we lead on this planet. It is a lie. It is what we've been conditioned to believe. The thing is that the only thing you were ever meant to be, do, or have is you. And you are already successful with that. You were born, which is a treacherous journey, but you made it out. You are alive, and that's not the easiest thing given all the possibilities that you may not be. So again, yay you. And of course, there's more of you to be, do, or have. There always will be. The journey continues. Now let's look in more detail at what this week is telling us we need to take forward in our journey and what we need to unpack and leave behind. Let's begin with what we leave behind. 1, what hasn't worked and probably never will. Irrespective of how many different ways we've tried to make it work, like patterns in relationships, work situations that you accept and yet hate, ways in which you drop commitments you've made to yourself, clothes that you won't fit in, as mundane or as complex as it may be for your specific chart. The truth is you cannot get different results by doing the same thing. 2nd, leave behind waiting for someone else or something else to change to feel good. There's no dodging the responsibility we have for our lives the way they are. Of course, circumstances may feel out of control and therefore unfair. However, to be a catalyst of change for those circumstances, you have to change the focus on what works. And that starting point is still you. 3rd, drop the judgment. Every human being is unique and is here for a purpose. We are all in the experience we're in, and we have the wherewithal to deal with the situation and can only do so to the best of our ability, understanding, and conditioning. This doesn't condone impact or consequences that are harmful to life. However, as long as you're stuck in the judgment of the person or yourself, you cannot shift your focus to the remedy. So now that we've seen what is the baggage we no longer need, let's look at what we do need. 1, the courage to experiment. If you want something, but don't seem to be able to get started on the path, then break that down to the smallest, safest step you can take right now to get to where you want, and experiment with taking that one step. This process may feel boring, but it's what works. You know how in MasterChef, when they get those complicated desserts, they're told to spend time reading the instructions and preparing, and then once they begin, to just focus on the step in front of them. Well, that's exactly how life goes. You want that decadent and stunning chocolate tar, you've got to begin with melting the chocolate. This is from someone who rarely cooks, but I love the analogies the guides give to share with you and to learn from. 2nd thing to take forward, the willingness to explore yourself. When you're unaffected by something, your decisions are practical, clear, precise, and speedy. Whether that's a person, situation, decor idea, or shopping list. But when your feelings and expectations are entangled, it can be confusing, cause anxiety, and just become this thing to avoid or distract yourself from. Perhaps you can't change the situation or person or relationship, but what you can do is go within and understand why it affects you. And that's not always pleasant, but the more you're willing to do this, the more you understand, the more you detach, the more ease you feel, the better your decision making and the cleaner your life. 3rd is to build the muscle of patience. The ability to handle the passage of time is everything if you want to be powerful. I remember a colleague telling me this in the context of negotiations with labor unions. He said, When two parties are at the negotiating table, the power always shifts to the ones who are willing to stay quiet and unruffled the longest. I wish I'd listened to him and not thought him old-fashioned. But the truth is, in this time of wanting instant results, instant gratification, patience is really hard to come by, and therefore a muscle that we need to build. Now, let's break patience down a little bit. Patience is having a dream, but following your gut with respect to when is the right time to speak about it, to whom, and when to do something about it yourself. Patience is the ability to skill yourself for what you want to achieve while continuing to navigate the practical reality of life in the best way possible. Patience is the ability to stick with something over time, constantly improving your approach even if the results aren't obvious as yet. Now, disclaimer, this is not for situations where you're not safe in some way or are abusive. Fourth, patience is knowing a person is a certain way and being able to communicate your needs and boundaries without judgment or expectation. Patience is being able to see a loved one try and fall and holding loving space for them and their potential while they grow into the best way for them. Patience is waking up every morning and sleeping every night with gratitude for having done what you could, even if you aren't where you want to be. So the energy this week is saying the universe has everything you need. Just figure out what you want to focus on and we will deliver it to you. You can focus on everything that is wrong with the world, others and yourself. So the drama triangle of victim, rescuer, or persecutor. Or you can focus on what you want and the solution you wish to be in this universe, which is more empowering. Whatever path you choose, you will be supported by the universe in learning from that path without judgment. Now you may ask, why are both paths an equally good choice? Because all we're here to do is live. Be a liver, as Aries says. We're here to live, to observe, to experiment, and to learn whatever that teaches us. We've had multiple opportunities over lifetimes, and we will continue to have as many opportunities as we need to get to the focus that aligns us with that infinite free being we truly be. Believe me, there are times that I hear these messages from the guides and I share them with you, but I also wonder how much they expect from us. But if that is the way life needs to be led, and if that is what the energy is asking us to do, I do also believe that we have the capacity to actually follow through. Anyway, I would love to know how this resonates with you. If you would like to know how this energy impacts you personally, please get in touch with me. I'm on asoneis.pn@gmail.com or on Instagram, I'm at Pallavi108, or comment below. Your engagement with this content helps me understand what works for you. Please like, comment, share, as that will help this channel grow. And for me to make this content more relevant, please subscribe to the channel for the weekly reports. And thank you so much for your time. I'm an intuitive coach and I work with businesses, individuals, relationships to 1, gain clarity on their purpose by connecting to their energetic blueprint. 2, embody a more powerful future by connecting with versions of themselves that have already achieved what they're dreaming of and bring it into reality. 3, feel relief from current circumstances by clearing blocks, cords, entities that may be from the current lifetime, previous lifetimes, or from their ancestral lineage. Thank you for spending this time with me and spending this time with the messages that our guides wish for us to hear.